Attitudes. Keep in mind that approbation is not the real indicator of your value of others, but rather from the fortitude and dignity you develop within yourself. By adopting Stoic values, you may make sure that your relationships are about giving as much as receiving respect. Firstly, let yourself know if this video spoke to you. Remember to like and share it. Your participation expands our audience. If you think these lessons could be helpful, please leave a comment below with your ideas or experiences about. We'd love to know how Stoicism may strengthen relationships. These tactics have affected your life, and if you're interested in learning more, make sure to watch the suggested videos that are currently displayed on your screen. They have been carefully chosen to improve your comprehension and the use of Stoic concepts in daily life. We appreciate your participation. Please keep in mind that one clear action is the first step toward respect and self-worth. Take a step toward realizing your inherent worth by subscribing to our most recent information, and until the next time, let's live a life of respect and dignity. Take caution and maintain your composure. This lesson on the significance and essential components of establishing specific goals can be applied to personal development or something else. Condensed into 5 simple points. Clarity. Clearly define your objectives. When things are unclear, it's simple to become lost and confused. Make sure your goals are sensible, which stands for clear. Setting goals that are time-bound, meaningful, and measurable is not always the likewise. Identify the most crucial ones and rank them accordingly. Breaks it down so you can spend your time, energy, and resources effectively. Setting large goals and breaking them down into smaller tasks or milestones might be frightening. You can manage this, which lessens the fear of the journey and makes it simpler to understand how. While having specific goals can help you keep on course, it's also critical to have the flexibility to change your views as needed, because circumstances may change and you may need to modify your objectives to reflect how being flexible benefits you. Handle issues while maintaining a consistent schedule. Review your objectives periodically to ensure they remain significant to you and align with your objectives. Reflect on your development, celebrate your accomplishments, and make any necessary adjustments required. This continuous evaluation keeps you accountable and keeps you on track to your objectives by incorporating these concepts into your goal-setting procedure. Your ability to transform your aspirations into tangible accomplishments. Second principle. Would you donate your body to an unknown individual? Second, if you were to give your body to a stranger, you would never. Why would you give control of your body to someone you don't know and trust? When we let the opinions of others to influence us, we are so readily influenced by irrational beliefs and false information. We are essentially handing them the secret to our contentment and tranquility. Mind control is an art, not merely a talent, when it's normal to feel angry and wish to exact revenge on someone who has wronged us. Make little plans based on your daily activities, and to increase your self-confidence, try. By reaching them daily, you can begin to better understand your feelings and live as you become aware that you can choose how to react to any circumstance in the here and now. You will gradually become more resilient to challenges and cease allowing negative emotions to influence you. Consider a baker who is dedicated to honing their craft and doesn't give a damn. This baker doesn't allow outside opinions to influence how other people perceive them. Their labor ethic, patience, and control over the baker not only improves their baking skills, but they also discover inner calm and true independence. Can accept any criticism with grace. The Stoic school of thought isn't merely a school of believed, that it's also a strong instrument that can assist us in overcoming everyday issues by developing healthy mental and emotional regulation skills. How can we find true freedom and peace in a world that is changing all the time? And unsure, we can't avoid being discussed and evaluated by others. But have you ever questioned whether using nasty language truly defines who you are, or if it's your? This story is about more than simply how to handle hurtful remarks. It's about inner strength and peace. It also discusses soul liberation and what it means to be unrestricted by the opinions while discussing personal limits. The issue of revealing your body to a stranger is an effective method to demonstrate to them how crucial it is to establish boundaries and appreciate oneself, despite the fact that it may appear absurd to consider this circumstance. Assist you in comprehending the nuances of consent, liberty, and self-preservation. Recognize your value. Your body is a sacred object that must be revered and treated with respect. Take a moment to recognize your value and defend your right to decide who can view it. Consent is crucial. Giving your body to someone you don't know, unless they ask, is a crucial component of positive relationships and interactions. To ensure that all mental and physical exchanges are founded on mutual respect and agreement, establish boundaries to safeguard. It's critical to establish clear boundaries for your physical and mental well-being. About these boundaries and adhere to them, even if it means informing others. Recognize, respect, and pay attention to your gut feelings. Accept them, but if something doesn't feel right or you fear for your safety, get out of there. Self-care is not optional in this situation. Prioritizing your health and well-being entails placing your physical, mental, and social demands first. Health first. Keep in mind that caring for oneself is not selfish. Rather, it's essential for fulfilling relationships and a rich life. By turning these ideas into, you equip yourself to face life's obstacles with a portion of your existence that respect for yourself, self-assurance, and a firm dedication to your own boundaries. Third principle, if someone disparages you. Third, Epictetus once remarked that we can't tolerate it if someone disparages you. Alter the opinions or behaviors of others, but we can alter our own responses to them. In the modern world, this means acknowledging that everyone has unique beliefs and ideals, and that they might not always share our views or behave in the manner we like. In the same manner that Christ commanded us to love our adversaries, we are instructed to tolerant and receptive to diverse viewpoints, especially when they conflict with our own, in order to live when you are certain of the path you have chosen and the rationale behind it, life is not divided. Finally, we must learn to be patient. When we speak hurtful things, they lose their potency, and compassionate so that we can deal with disagreements and insults without becoming upset. Being patient keeps us composed and prevents us from reacting rashly or poorly. The lives of saints demonstrate how being kind can help us maintain positive connections with others, even when they disagree with us. Artists who remained patient and polite in the face of abuse and insults. When we concentrate on personal development, they demonstrate how to accomplish the same. With fortitude in the face of difficulties, we not only improve our own life. However, we also encourage others around us to keep in mind that real power doesn't come from dictating what others say or think about us, but from dictating how we allow those factors to influence us. Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below. Although it can be traumatic, your story might inspire others to discover courage and strength. And challenging to bear when someone criticizes you, but how you respond. When someone says negative things to you, it can significantly impact your relationships and health. Here are 5 easy facts about you to consider while remaining composed and responding. Before responding, consider the situation carefully, because acting rashly or emotionally can make it worse. Take a deep breath, collect your thoughts, and keep in mind that being composed allows you to think more clearly. Be transparent. behave sensibly, and consider the circumstances before acting. Anything. Consider the circumstances and the individual's remarks to determine their meaning. Consider whether what they're saying is accurate or merely rumors for a time. Determining the cause can be helpful. You choose what to say, carefully consider your response, and choose whether you need to address the issue head-on or decide whether it's occasionally best to let it go. Any misunderstanding can be resolved or stopped by speaking to the person in a calm and assertive manner. It might be healthier for your health to stop more rumors from spreading at other times. To disregard it, concentrate on healthy relationships and seek assistance from a reliable source. How you're feeling can help you view things more clearly and provide you with mental support from a friend, family member, or mentor. Spend time with those that uplift you and encourage you throughout difficult times. Instead than focusing on the negative things that people have said about you, direct your efforts on bettering yourself. Utilize criticism to help you become the best version of yourself. Useful method to determine your areas for improvement. Keep in mind that what other people think of you doesn't determine your. If you adhere to these simple guidelines, you can deal with circumstances where someone speaks poorly of you with dignity and fortitude, thereby maintaining your mental health and sense of value. Fourth principle, offense and insult. Epictetus stated the fourth offense and insult in a forceful and sage manner. Voice that what truly frightens and aggravates us is not the events occurring around us, but according to our perspective, when someone offends you, it's not their fault. Words can cause you pain, but how you interpret and react to them dictates how they impact your soul. For instance, if you passionately disagree with a co-worker during a meeting, disagrees instead of becoming upset, take a deep breath and consider whether this is an opportunity for me to look by approaching this matter from a new perspective. You not only maintain your composure, but additionally, you acquire fresh perspectives. This is how you find light in the dark. That Stoicism instructs us to study, and in this lesson, we discovered not only how to handle hurt or rage, while also using these things to develop as people's reactions to you are crucial, and Stoicism indicates that your strongness comes from facing challenges head-on and overcoming them, not from avoiding them. Keep in mind that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient, even if we all encounter difficulties that cause us to feel embarrassed and scared. But the challenge is, how do we overcome them and prevent these experiences from dictating how we feel? Epictetus wrote extensively on the subject of self-worth, stating that what it is our responses, not the events around us, that cause us to feel terrified and humiliated. People frequently offend and insult one another, but handling them appropriately is crucial for maintaining, whether they are intended or not, relationships are healthy and the environment is favorable. Although remarks might be hurtful and unpleasant, people can better interact and comprehend one another if they. Here are 5 simple ways to deal with and react to insults and offenses. Consideration should be given to understanding meaning, as not all comments are intended to. Sometimes hurtful people speak without considering what they are saying or distinguishing between insults that were intended to harm you, and unintentional remarks can assist you in responding appropriately when someone insults or offends you. Pause to consider your response before acting impulsively. Can worsen the situation and lead to additional disagreement, so think carefully before responding. Take a deep breath and consider the best course of action by considering things from the individual's perspective and attempt to comprehend how they believe they may be struggling or coping with their own uncertainties and emotions might help reduce stress and initiate a productive talk assertively. And don't lose your cool when someone makes fun of you. Instead, Be strong and refrain from using insults or personal attacks to explain how the comment gave you the impression that you could discuss the issue and still respect both yourself and other people. If you spoke in and setting boundaries in an authoritative manner makes it obvious what kind of behavior is expected. Permitted in your social relationships if someone offends or criticizes you, because when repeatedly, even after attempting to discuss it with them, you may need to avoid them or get assistance. From others, by keeping these easy pointers in mind, you can deal with insults and grievances with grace and class, which will enable you to improve your communication and form positive relationships. The fifth principle is fear and disgrace. Fear and disgrace are the fifth principle. Have you ever felt stuck? We do things we don't want to do because we are trapped in a glass cage of shame and dread, simply for social media likes or a little recognition. But Epictetus is renowned for his timeless wisdom, revealed a straightforward yet profound fact. We are the ones who provide everything. Event, meaning that rather than denying, fills our souls with humiliation and terror. Stoicism helps us to confront our feelings with bravery, and overcoming fear and shame through self-control is impeded by the words and gaze of, for others. It's a trip to rediscover the value and significance of Epictetus emphasizes that the secret to happiness is not found in every breath and decision made in life. When we base our sense of value on factors that are both internal and external to each individual, although we are powerless to alter, we allow guilt and fear to creep in. However, when we work on by bettering oneself, we discover unparalleled power and tranquility when we let go of Epictetus's Stoic philosophy of dread and humiliation teaches us not just how to cope with issues, it serves as a reminder to have a purposeful life where happiness and freedom are not impeded by fear and guilt, because when we, by confronting and conquering our fears, we not only set ourselves free, but also motivate others. Around us, let's examine principle number 6. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who viewed this movie. Both the production crew and I have benefited much from participation. Please like and share this video with others if you find these suggestions useful. Your support not only enables us to continue producing quality content while also educating more people about. During our journey through life, Stoicism can frequently be a major issue due to fear and shame. Fear paralyzes us and prevents us from developing and realizing our full potential, prevents us from taking the necessary risks and dishonorably pursuing our aspirations. Conversely, it undermines our confidence and diminishes our value. Yet if we, by comprehending these adversaries and learning how to defeat them, we can emerge from the battle stronger, more resilient, more ready to achieve amazing things. Recognize your anxieties. The first thing you should do is acknowledge your fears. Must do to overcome it. Determine which anxieties are preventing you from moving forward, whether they are predicated on your uncertainties or uncertainty about the future. When you confront them, you remove their control over you and create space for. Develop your bravery. Being brave does not imply that you are fearless. Rather, it means, despite your fear, being prepared to move, embracing discomfort, and abandoning your comfort zone can help you become more daring. So start with tiny acts of bravery. Methods and gradually push your boundaries. Every step you take will make you stronger and minimize the influence that fear has on you. Always be truthful, and being genuine is the foundation of honor. Even in the face of adversity, adhere to be honest, fair, and treat both yourself and other people with integrity. You can develop a sense of honor that makes you feel good and gains you respect by carefully adhering to your moral principles. If those around you tolerate your weakness, it's not a good quality. Share your worries, issues, and aspirations with others. It's a source of strength and connection. Individuals you trust and who allow you to be vulnerable and transparent. Provides insight into support and genuine connection, which fosters a feeling of attempt to have a development mentality and adopt a growth attitude, which gives you a sense of belonging and the resilience to face challenges. Indicates that you view challenges as opportunities to develop and learn, and acknowledge that failure is develop a desire to learn about new possibilities and a determination to persevere, even as you get stronger and better. If you have a growth mindset, you can use your fears when things don't work out to support your professional and personal development so that you can eventually overcome your fear, and shame can be a significant obstacle to achieving both professional and personal satisfaction, but these issues are not insurmountable. You can overcome them and emerge. By confronting your concerns, you will become stronger, smarter, and more deserving than before. Living with integrity and having the guts to be exposed and grow. The sixth principle is to prepare for issues. The sixth attitude concept of Stoicism is preparing for issues. Anticipating issues encourages people to take initiative rather than responding to life's according to Epictetus. Imagining the issues that could arise on our path helps us prepare psychologically to handle things in a composed and considerate manner. Mental training is a means to fortify determination and provide the mind with the resources it needs, not a call to negativity. Requirements for every circumstance. Consider a marathon runner who is preparing for a race and is aware of the importance of anticipating barriers, so she considers potential issues like inclement weather, accidents, or unforeseen personal commitments that might interfere with her training rather than being terrified of. By altering her training, she prepares for these potential outcomes. Timetable must take into consideration varying weather conditions and allocating. When it unexpectedly begins to rain on race day, she needs time to rest and recuperate. Maintains her composure because she has prepared herself both physically and emotionally for this possibility. By foreseeing and preparing for potential issues, she transforms the race into evidence of her resilience and determination, foreseeing issues and achieving emotional equilibrium. Our logic teaches us to face life's uncertainties with composure, makes us feel more confident and prepared, which improves our ability to solve issues by forcing us to plan for the future and think ahead. This balance is a hallmark that helps us deal calmly with the ups and downs of life. Don't let you have the ability to choose whether or not to allow yourself to be harmed. Epictetus famously remarked that our decisions about how to respond to each situation are what provides us with genuine power and a means of achieving liberation in a new way method to consider how we handle the difficulties and suffering of life. Principle number 7, no one can harm you if you. The seventh principle is that no one can harm you. Your initial emotions may be upset and betrayed if you have a severe issue with a trusted buddy, but fortitude teaches us that although this is a normal reaction, you still have the ability to communicate your feelings and influence how you behave. The next step is to determine how we might incorporate this idea into our daily life. First, you have the freedom to decide whether to accept criticism or suffering. Keep in mind that you have the authority to choose how to react, which does not imply suppressing your emotions. Entails embracing them and trying again because you want to manage. Believing in Christianity is the key to gaining faith and happiness, not avoiding all negative things. Faith and prayer often give individuals the strength to overcome anything, and the third is mercy. Just as Jesus showed mercy to those who wronged him, and we are obligated to do the same. Not only makes our lives easier, but it also enables us to remember peace and love. That this serves as a reminder that we are powerful, and that it is not an invitation to treat others cruelly or to ignore them. decision to handle issues whatever we see fit, it's also a motivator to discover strength and serenity by adhering to principle number 8 of our faith. The 8th principle is to suppress your behavior, suppressing your behavior in line with Epictetus. Not only is self-control a sign of independence, but it's also a crucial indicator of inner serenity and spiritual strength. This does not imply that all behaviors or reactions are negative. It simply implies choosing actions based on logic rather than irrational emotions. A co-worker abruptly and forcefully disagrees with your views during a crucial meeting, and even when someone personally criticizes you, your initial feelings may be disappointment and rage, or even the need to react forcefully, but Epictetus claims that this is it's time to develop self-control. Take a deep breath and remind yourself to control your emotions. That retribution or fury won't resolve the issue you decide to accept. That exercising caution in our words and deeds not only prevents negative things from happening, but also demonstrates that we are in a society where strong reactions are frequently perceived as powerful, mature, and intelligent. Epictetus teaches us that self-control is the source of true power. First, how can we apply this lesson in real life in any circumstance? We can identify our feelings and acknowledge them when they begin to surface, and embrace them without immediately responding to them. The second is to consider what the third step is, to consider what you're about to say or do before acting. Reason underlies speech or action, and will it produce positive outcomes? The fourth is to exercise mindfulness and select a course of action that demonstrates a thorough comprehension of the circumstances rather than only an instant response. By managing our behavior, we are able to regulate not only our feelings, but also additionally confront and conquer obstacles with composure and efficiency, which not only improves our quality of life, while also assisting us in becoming the strongest, most resilient versions of ourselves in the face of storms of life. Are you prepared to control your behavior in order to improve yourself? If so, please leave a comment. I'm prepared. Below this video, repressing your actions refers to suppressing your feelings, ideas, or behaviors, regardless of whether you realize it or not. This may also have an impact on your emotional and mental well-being. Before you attempt to stop yourself, consider these 5 simple things you may do to improve your interactions with others. Should be conscious of when your actions are preventing you from getting paid. Pay attention to any patterns you observe in the way you suppress or avoid your emotions or ideas. The first thing that can be done to break this habit is to become aware of it. Determine the reason for your reluctance to act out of fear of becoming evaluated. Unpleasant experiences in the past, based on firmly held beliefs or social standards, may all be at fault. But as you try to get out of captivity, it can assist to comprehend the fundamental causes of it. Feel free to express your thoughts and feelings and find constructive ways to do so. This could include journaling, speaking with a therapist or close friend, engaging in creative activities, or concentrating on you don't have to suppress your emotions when you talk about them in the present. Instead, reward yourself with kindness as you confront your anxiety and come to see that it's a typical response to numerous internal and external circumstances. Offer yourself the same. The compassion and empathy you would show a friend experiencing similar difficulties if you needed assistance. Asking friends, family, or mental health professionals for it is okay. You can find useful guidance and resources to assist you if you're struggling to overcome repression on your own. Your path to greater emotional freedom and authenticity with the help of therapy. The 9th principle of groups or counseling is the power of. The 9th principle is the strength of acceptance. Acceptance. If you suddenly realize you're lost during a lengthy journey, You may feel angry, frustrated, and anxious, but by applying Principle 9, the power of acceptance, you begin to take a cool approach to the circumstance and acknowledge that you're lost. Anger or worry won't alter the current situation. You must accept it. Begin searching for a method to go back on course, thus solutions such as using a map to use a GPS or directions. What matters is that you know you can manage. Here are 5 ways to handle problems independently rather than allowing negative emotions to control you. Actions you might take to strengthen your ability to maintain the power of acceptance. Recognize and accept your emotions. When you're struggling, take a moment to observe how you're feeling. The first thing you need is to see that you are upset, depressed, or afraid. To accept what is taking place while reading and analyze the issue to determine its fundamental cause, thoroughly consider your controllable options, and instead of concentrating on what you can't focus on, consider what you can improve. Don't give up on the positive things you can achieve with your energy. The beginning of doing something constructive. Discover purpose in all that you do, and keep in mind that every challenge presents an opportunity to grow. Apply the knowledge you gain. There is always something to be grateful for in every circumstance that arises. Gratitude keeps our souls healthy and allows us to find the positive in every situation. Circumstances, by employing the power of acceptance, you can discover serenity in addition to learning how to handle issues. One of the most crucial teachings that Epictetus's philosophy imparts is the importance of happiness and contentment in day-to-day living. Epictetus asserts that we are all born with the capacity and responsibility to live in harmony with others. We have traveled a challenging and motivating path together. Final results. We have attempted to incorporate the 9 Stoic principles into our everyday lives as we have studied Epictetus's philosophy. These teachings have not only given us the strength to cope through life's difficult times, but they have also to develop a resilient spirit that can endure anything. Yet the path to self-improvement is never a lonely one. Process, which is why we'd like to welcome you to participate in this wisdom-sharing session. If you have any queries or issues, post your ideas and experiences in the comments section after using these 9 concepts in your daily life. Every query, issue, or even triumph can contribute to the development of our community. Thrive. Remember to like and share this video with friends you believe will find the Stoic ideas inspiring. Please follow our channel to ensure you don't miss any helpful videos.